You just talked about the need not to bring politics into this. And that is very critical because, the right thing to do is once election is over, everyone comes to the table across party lines to make life better for residents, especially when it pertains to the issue of insecurity. The Minister of State for Defense, your predecessor, Matawalle, is now centrally involved in security coordination across the Northwest. Why have you not been able to collaborate on security operations in good faith beyond your political differences?
That is a very interesting question, and that has always been my concern. If you check in my previous comments, what I said was, look, let's all join hands together as people of Zamfara State and fight banditry or fight insecurity in the state, because elections were over. It's about governance now. And let's all be in it together. I have made that appeal over and over, and I'm still on that. Anybody who feels he has something to contribute toward this insecurity, he is very, very much welcome. And I'll be more than happy to work with that person at any point in time. And I'm still on that.
Well, I'm not talking about anybody. And I'm hoping that we can have a honest conversation, because the papers are full of the back and forth between both of you. It's the lives of the people that matter, right? Have you made some direct attempts to reach out to him, sit across the table to have this conversation?
As far as insecurity is concerned in Zamfara State, I'll be more than happy to work with anybody, including Matawalle, who is the current Minister of State of Defense, because he has no other state than Zamfara State. So if Zamfara is at peace, then everybody is at peace. And I'm sure he should be more than happy to see that Zamfara is actually in peace. And he has every role to play in terms of bringing this thing down. For goodness sake, he is the Minister of Defense, for that matter, and former governor of Zamfara State. So what else can we do?
What kind of collaboration has existed between both of you? Because you are from the same state that is affected by insecurity. Have you sat down to talk, to strategize on how to carry the federal government along, since you now have a governor and a minister right at the center of providing defense for the nation?
I'm sure you've seen a couple of times where I went to meet the National Security Advisor at the top. I was also at the Defense Ministry, where I met with Badaru. I also met with Chief of Army Staff, Chief of Defense Staff, as well as Chief of Air Staff, all looking for collaboration. I mean, if I didn't do that, what will you say? But I have done that, extended that hand where I will need help, because as a Chief Security Officer of the state, I don't have command and control structure of the armed forces of Nigeria. It's under the federal government. So no matter what, I'll have to seek for federal government assistance. And I've done that over and over, and I'm still doing that. Why? Because I want peace in my state.